Hello. Hi, good evening.
Yes. Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am also very good. Thanks for asking.
All right. Just confirm me one thing. Am I audible and visible to you?
Yes, yes.
Thank you for confirming. You're also audible and
Welcome.
visible to me. Okay.
Yes,
How was
ma'am.
your weekend?
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. So, how did you spend your
Yeah.
weekend?
Yeah, nothing is special. It was, they were usual days, Saturday and Sunday. I spent
Weekend
by
was usual days.
being, yeah, I spent being at home.
Okay, at home with your family members.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually, do you go
Mm,
somewhere with your family members or
mm,
you just stay at
mm.
home?
Most of the time I stay at home.
Okay, that's great. What about
Yes.
today? How
Yes.
was the day?
Today is also pretty good day.
Was it productive?
Right. Yeah, I just I always try to make each day of mine productive. That is the best I try to
Oh.
do. But I'm not the right
Hmm.
person to say was it productive or not. But yes, according to me, it was productive. According to me.
And how do you try to make your day
Hmm.
productive? What
Hmm.
kind of things do you follow
Hmm.
to make your day productive? Even every day productive.
Hmm. Hmm.
Any specific three things
So
that you do to make your day productive?
hmm, three things. Okay, so one is we should do some or other work, little or more work every day. If we do not do anything, that then there is a gap always. That gap remains that we did not do anything. Or and if I'm talking about doing anything, it also includes learning or the improvement. That should I always believe that every day I should learn something. Right?
Hmm,
Even
hmm,
if I
hmm.
learned 1% every day, by the end of the year, I would learn 3,800 percentage would be there would be an increment of that percentage in my knowledge, right? So one is being productive. Second is being positive, right?
That's very
Being
important.
positive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And third is we also have to focus on money. Without money, nothing happens. So we at the end of the day, are we able to earn money or not?
Correct, correct, correct.
Right.
But every day is not the same day, isn't it?
Hmm. That is the beauty, man. That is the beauty.
Correct, correct. So we cannot
Right.
predict the future. Like we cannot predict the future.
Right.
We cannot make our day
Hmm.
according to our
Hmm.
requirements. Sometimes the situations are different,
Obviously.
or even if we do not want to do the things, we have to.
Hmm.
Right?
Right. Right.
Correct. All right. What are the plans for this
Hmm.
session? Would you like to go
Hmm.
with the topic?
Hmm. Yeah, we can go with the topic, man.
Honesty is the
Hmm.
best policy. What does it mean?
Hmm. Hmm.
Explain in your own
So
words.
yes, yes. So this is a very old saying. This is an old sentence which we have been listening and following. Following it depends on it is very subjective, but we have been listening this sentence since
Mm-hmm.
childhood, right? So this is a well-known fact that honesty is the best policy. Is the best policy, right? But there is a question mark over there. Is honesty the best policy?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Is
Yes. Yes.
honesty the best
Yes.
policy?
Right. 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 So that is what we need to understand. Is honesty the best policy? So again, ma'am, honesty. Let's understand what is honesty, right? So if I have to tell you, if I have to, sorry, if I have to speak some synonyms of honesty, right? So I think truth would be but one synonym of honesty, right? And dishonesty, one synonym of dishonesty is not being truthful, right?
Hmm.
So everyone knows that we should be truthful, right? So we have
Mm-hmm.
heard many stories regarding truth. Um, There was a king also, Satya Raja. I don't remember. So he used to only speak truth, right?
Hmm. Raja Harishchand.
Raja Harishchandra. Yeah.
Right.
So, but yes, yes, yes. So, but uh, means, are we sure that we are truthful on daily basis? Okay.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So that is a question.
So,
And forget about
uh-huh.
others. Are we truthful to ourselves? That is a big question.
Are we honest to
So first
ourselves,
of all,
right?
yeah. So first of all, we should be honest to ourselves. Then
Correct.
we can be honest to others. So if we are honest to ourselves, the day we are honest to ourselves, obviously we will be honest to everyone else.
Hmm, hmm. It's very important to stay honest
Hmm,
to yourself because
hmm,
self-satisfaction is very important,
hmm,
right?
hmm,
Isn't
hmm.
it? Do you have that?
Right.
The self-satisfaction,
Hmm,
self-honesty. Do you have these things?
hmm. Ma'am, self-satisfaction means, are you satisfied with your life, right? That is a
Hmm,
self-satisfaction, right?
hmm,
So
hmm.
obviously, ma'am, no one is 100% satisfied, right? There is some point of dissatisfaction is there with everyone,
Hmm.
right? Otherwise,
Hmm.
means you would become a saint that the day you think you're 100% satisfied. So there are some grudges, or there are some gaps in our goals or in our mind. Because of that, we every day we think all those things related to
Hmm.
our
Hmm.
success journey, right? So
Hmm.
obviously 100% self satisfaction is not there. But second word you said, ma'am, self honesty. Yes. So obviously self honesty towards us, that is also not easy. That is not, because honesty towards us means we should first of all, whatever we think we should follow, right? For example, we always think that we will follow the right things. For example, we will not be angry, we will not be worried, we will not take stress, we will
Correct.
not be ungrateful to others, right? We will only think good of others, or we will help people, right? All
Not
these
just
things we
others,
think,
Deepak. I am so sorry to say that, but I am
right?
talking about the thing that we do to ourselves,
Hmm,
not creating boundaries in between
hmm,
other people or us, or sometimes we sometimes compromise with the things. Like to satisfy others, we sometimes hurt our own feelings, right?
hmm,
To
hmm,
make
hmm.
someone happy, sometimes we make ourselves comfortable, uncomfortable. So that kind
Right,
of
right.
situation I'm talking about, right? That honesty to ourselves. So I
Hmm.
was in depression, I think in 2019. I was in the
Okay,
face of depression at that time because I lost my father. And after that, I could not
okay,
handle that situation and I did not
okay.
understand anything. So I took session,
Mhm.
right? That session because I
Right,
wanted to
right,
come out of that situation. And she told
right,
me
right.
just one thing that opened my eyes. And at that time,
Mhm,
that made me think something else about life. And what I
mhm,
learned through that session that we do not
mhm,
create boundary in between other people and in between the soul that we have. Do you understand that?
mhm,
So that
mhm,
boundary is very, very important. How we save our soul, that is very important from others. The people, how they treat us, that when the people treat us badly, we allow them to treat us badly,
right.
right? So that kind of boundary we always need to maintain. We need to create. And sometimes to make the other people happy, we just forget about that boundary. That is
Mhm,
the one thing I have learned. When somebody
mhm,
tries to harm you, even if the person is very close to you, even if the
mhm,
relation can break after that, you should
mhm,
not feel shy saying anything to that person. That
mhm,
boundary should always be
mhm.
there, right? You
Right.
have to protect yourself, and you are the one who can protect your own soul. So that I'm
Mhm.
talking about that honesty. I hope you understand that.
Right. Right, 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 right.
So that
Obviously.
not to just
Yeah.
yes, yes.
You're right, means
So
we should protect ourselves.
exactly. So have you ever seen or experienced such
Mhm,
kind of situation where you
Mhm.
forgot or you compromised your boundaries?
Mhm. Yes, it happens with our near and dear ones sometimes, to save the relation maybe, or to to uh, just uh, we just sometimes make efforts so that other person should not feel hurt. Like, so sometimes even if it is not our fault, we say sorry, right? Sometimes
Hmm.
it happens. So these things happen. Yeah, but I think this is a part and parcel of life. Means sometimes you have to say sorry, or you have to apologize for the things maybe you're not guilty of. That happens.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. But
Mhm.
I try not to do that. Whatever the thing
Mhm.
is, I say to the person. Okay. What is the meaning of
Mhm.
white lie then?
Mhm. White lie is in Hindi we say सफेद झूठ. A lie means no matter how hard you try to save that lie, to not to reveal that lie, but ultimately it is revealed due to some,
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
due to your responses, or due to anything, it is out.
Hmm. So kind of lie that we tell to other person to just
Mhm.
not to get into the situation sometimes, and
Okay.
sometimes we do not want to hurt other people. For example, if somebody asks me, my close friend, she asks me, Ankita, how is my dress? And I did not like the dress at all, and I said that, oh, the dress is very nice, just to not to hurt her, right?
Right.
That exactly is a white lie, isn't it? So
But in
do you
Hindi, it is
say,
different.
come again
The meaning
please?
is different. In Hindi,
Meaning is different.
different
सफेद
meaning
झूठ
is
is, yes, yes, yes. But
different.
here, yes, what I have studied about this white lie is exactly the same
Okay.
when we try not to get into the situation where we feel uncomfortable telling the truth. And the second
Okay.
is when we do not want to hurt the feelings of other person. That
Okay.
exactly is the meaning of white lie. Means
Okay.
we actually protect the feeling of other persons, not to hurt the feeling of that person, and we say the lie,
Right.
right? So
Right.
it
Right.
happens with everybody, I would say, at workplace,
A
in
lie that
family.
doesn't hurt anyone. A lie
Exactly.
because of that, nobody
Right.
hurts.
That's a very small lie, not a very big lie that
Mhm.
would create any problem
Mhm.
in the future. Very small
Mhm.
lie, right? To
Mhm.
avoid the situations that will make
Mhm.
both of us uncomfortable, like both the people,
Right.
those who are into that. Yes.
Right.
What would you do if your
Mhm.
cousin's wedding outfit doesn't
Mhm.
look good? And would you tell
Mhm.
directly to the person, to your cousin, or would you tell the white lie?
Cousin,
Wedding
I'm not
outfit
sure, but
on the same
with
day.
my sister, yeah, cousin, I'm not sure because cousin is bit far relation. But if my sister is wearing something which is not up to the mark, so I can tell
Hmm.
to my sister because of the relation. Actually, relation matters, means the bond in the relation that matters, right?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm. Hmm.
there are some relations where we can say, but again, the bond should be. It depends on the bond, right? So with a
Hmm.
cousin, I don't think I have that kind of bond where I can say anything on their face, right? That is why
Hmm.
I would avoid saying
Hmm.
any such thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And especially on the same day. It's not a good
Mhm.
thing to say anybody, and that can spoil the entire day, the best day of their life,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
So what do you think? Do you think that dishonest people can also become honest?
Mhm. Yes, obviously it happens. Change happens in this world, right? We see the changes in people. So it can happen, and we see because, for example, there are many great people in history. So in the beginning, they were not very good, but later on, they changed their character changed ultimately due to some situations, right? We're not sure. So people also say about Mahatma Gandhi, he was not means he
Hmm.
was not very popular, and also before in his school time, means, he was like a normal person, right? But
Hmm.
an incident happened when he was thrown out of the train when it was written over there that dogs and Indians are not. So that thought and that insult, that humiliation, changed his mindset, right? And then he decided to do something out of the box.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
everything happens in this world, right? Uh, any change, any situation can make you change in either way,
Can change you. Any situation can change you or can bring a change in you,
okay.
right? Yes, yes. Do you easily trust people or you take time to understand their character, their personality?
Yes, yes. So I do take time if I meet someone at the first time. So I cannot trust. I do not trust generally during the first meeting, right?
Hmm.
And also, I suggest everyone to not do the same because this is a world of means unpredictable world, right? So uncertainty is there. We cannot trust anyone because even there are people who are very close to us, who are very trustworthy. Even they sometimes, they betray us. It happens with
Exactly.
many people, right? So if
Hmm.
we cannot trust the most trustworthy people with us, so how can we trust a stranger? We have to take some time, and also it depends on the deal or on what parameter we are trusting, right? So if the if the parameter is related to money, or if the parameter is related to any relation, right? Commitment. Obviously, you have to think twice,
Hmm.
thrice, or maybe
Hmm.
more than that time. Yes.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Is there anybody who has betrayed you recently?
Hmm. No, no one is betrayed.
Okay, 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 okay. Is what do you think? Do you think that honesty is important at workplace, or you think that honest it is not important to maintain that honesty at workplace? People say that whenever we go to the workplace, we need to treat people like the way they treat us. We need to behave in the
Right,
similar manner. What's your idea or
right.
opinion on that?
So first question is honesty is important in workplace or not, right, ma'am?
At workplace, right?
So honesty is definitely important at workplace, right? So for example, if you have got a job, you're doing a job for an employer. So first of all, you should be honest with that employer, to that employer, to or with which would be
To
right,
the we need to we
to that
need to
employer, yeah,
be honest
to
to the employees
to,
means
to
to
that employer,
you're talking about the employees those who are working with us. Are you talking about that?
employer.
Okay, okay, employment
Two.
that we are getting from the workplace, right?
Two is
Yes,
the right preposition. Okay.
correct.
So, okay. So you should be honest to your employer, right? Because the employer is ultimately paying you the money every month,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
you should be utterly honest to that employer, to that organization. You should follow the code of conduct. And
Hmm.
yes, obviously, in this world, you cannot be 100% honest. Everyone knows about it. So, whatever little dishonesty you're doing,
Hmm.
just ensure that dishonesty should not affect anyone in that
Hmm.
organization,
Hmm. Hmm.
anyone, or even that organization, or any person. If
Hmm.
that is not affecting anyone, and still someone is beneficial of that little dishonesty,
Is
that you
getting
can do.
benefit.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that you can do, but otherwise means if you are doing something for your own benefit, and because of that many people are adversely affected, the whole organization is affected, you should not do it, because there is a saying again in English that every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Hmm. Right.
So you have to
Correct.
bear the consequences. No one
Hmm.
is going
Correct.
to spare you. Yes.
So at workplace, we have to be very smart, right? We need to see how
Mhm.
people they
Right.
behave. They make a kind of behavior with you. You need to be very alert at that time, right?
Right. Right.
Especially at the initial stage. You should not trust people.
Right.
You should not show that honesty to that extent where people are taking your advantage, right? So
Right.
that's very important. Have you ever regretted telling the truth?
Mhm. Telling the truth.
Correct.
Maybe I might have regretted in the past regarding telling the truth. But what
Hmm.
I have found that when I have told the truth in the past to anyone, right? So maybe the instant effect of telling the truth is not good because no one wants to hear the truth in this world. The world is full of fake. World is fake actually, and the people in the world they want to hear fake things, right? So when you tell a truth to anyone, immediately they are not happy, but
Hmm.
ultimately the people understand that yeah, truth is very important. Truth should come out, right? Because because at the end of the day, truth prevails. Truth matters, right? Even the person is passed away, then four people who really helps the person to reach to that ground where the person is buried. So they Ram
Cremation
Satya
ground.
cremation,
Cremation ground.
right? So truth is very important, and means regret. It could be you could regret for some time, but ultimately the satisfaction that you feel after speaking truth, that satisfaction is uh, you cannot get. Means if you tell 10 lies and if you speak 10 lies and if you speak one truth, that satisfaction of one truth is even better than the 10 lies.
Telling the lie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So what is the another word that you can use for this word fake?
Hmm. Fake,
Any other word that we can use instead of the word
fake,
fake?
fraud, scam.
Imposter.
Yes, imposture.
Okay. And what about the word cheated? Is there any other word that we can use
Cheat,
instead of the word cheated?
cheated, also fraud. We say.
Fake. Fake is imposter, right?
Mhm.
Imposter is
Yeah.
synonym of the word fake.
Mhm.
FAKEIMPOSTER. Imposter.
Mhm. Mhm.
The word cheated. This is a different word. Cheated. Um,
Okay.
I was cheated by my friend, by my best friend. I was cheated.
Deceitful.
Deceived.
Yes.
Deceived. Deceived is the word. Okay, all right. Let me give you one situation. Let's see how do you handle this situation.
Mm.
Okay. Your colleague is taking credit for your work. What will you do?
Okay. So if that is happening, uh, if I know that my colleague is taking credit
If I
for
get to
the
know,
work that, yeah. So if I get to know that my colleague is taking credit of the work
hmm,
which I'm doing, so immediately I would be very alert, right? And then from the next day, I would, I would create the evidence that if I'm
okay.
working on something, I would create
Hmm.
the evidence. I would keep
You would
the
create or
important
collect.
evidence.
You would try to collect the evidence.
Create also, ma'am. Create means, for example, sometimes we have to create, for example, video recording. So that video recording we
Hmm.
have to create, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
create and collect.
Hmm.
First create and then ultimately
Okay.
collect, right? And that evidence is going to help me to prove that yes, the work has been done by me and someone else may be taking
Okay.
credit of it. That is how I would
Okay.
like to handle the situation. And also we can communicate with our
Exactly.
seniors or with even that colleague, right?
With the
But
colleague.
this that
Colleague. Colleague is the
with the
correct
colleague, yeah,
pronunciation of this word. Hmm.
right, right. So I will do both the things simultaneously, right? I
Hmm.
cannot
Hmm. Hmm.
only
Hmm.
trust on communication because you
Hmm.
never know after communication what would happen. But at least if we have the evidence, we can prove any day.
Exactly, exactly. Definitely communicating with the same person is also very
Mm.
important because you don't know the situation or you don't know in what circumstances that the person would have given the statement or would have taken the credit,
Right.
right? So communicating with the same person is also very important. Second situation, you make a mistake at work and nobody notices. What will you do?
First of all, I'll be very happy that no one notices my mistake, right? And secondly, I would see if I can ever correct that mistake. Sometimes we can correct any mistake, right? So if I can correct that mistake, I would immediately do it. But if it is not possible, I will ensure that I won't repeat that mistake.
Yeah, that's a great thing you can do, right? Just last thing, okay?
Mhm.
I have written one paragraph
Okay.
in your chat box.
Okay.
Can you please read this?
Right. Okay. So last week, my friends had a small argument about where to go for dinner, but it turned into a storm in a teacup. I didn't want to sit on the fence, so I helped them make a decision instead of crying over spilt milk about the time we had already wasted. At the 11th hour, we finally agreed on a restaurant and had a great evening together. Yes, ma'am.
I just want you to uh,
Mhm.
I just want you to tell me the meaning of the idioms that are given in this paragraph.
Okay.
First one is storm in a tea. Why I gave you the paragraph so that you can
Right,
understand or take a hint of the idiom.
right.
Could you do that, please?
Yeah, yes, I'm trying to do. So, first is turned out into a storm in a teacup. Maybe disagreement.
Okay. When the issue is very small and the person is making that issue, the small issue, a big one, or actually bigger issue than it really was. That
Yes.
exactly is called storm in a teacup. So, right? So, for
Okay.
example, Deepak, that was a trivial matter. Why are you
Mhm.
making it like very big, right? Instead of
Right,
saying this,
right.
making it very big, I would say, why are you turning it into a, why are you turning